Hey, what's up, and welcome back to Interpreting the Stars, where today we are talking about the 2019 drama thriller, The Hummingbird Project, which was written and directed by Kim Wen, which is a filmmaker I don't know too much about. I haven't seen a lot of his movies. I don't think I've actually seen any of his movies, so keep that in mind. Cousins from New York, Vincent and Anton are players in the high-stakes game of high-frequency trading, where winning is measured in milliseconds. Their dream? To build a straight fiber-optic cable line between Kansas and New Jersey, making them millions. But nothing is straightforward for this flawed pair. Anton is the brains, Vincent is the hustler, and together they push each other and everyone around them to the breaking point with their adventure. Constantly breathing down their necks is their old boss, Eva Torres, a powerful, intoxicating, and manipulative trader who will stop at nothing to come between them and beat them at their own game. Now, before I get too deep into the review, let me first explain what high-frequency trading even is, if you don't already know, because the movie doesn't exactly do the best job at explaining what it is. So, you know the wolves that hang out at Wall Street making more money than they know what to do with? Well, apparently they're not doing it fast enough. Imagine if you replace those humans at Wall Street with robots, because they can do things much faster with automation. That's what high frequency trading is, an automated mechanism built by computer codes with a single intent to get information faster than everybody else. The faster you get the information, the more money you can theoretically get, smashing the competition. That's what this movie is about, getting that information 1 millisecond faster than the competition. The movie never really mentions that it's automated, so I kept questioning how 1 millisecond of a lead makes that much of a difference. I had to Google it. Now, you don't, so you're welcome. The movie just needed more exposition explaining that. It didn't really have it, so it didn't really communicate the best way. Now, one of the main things that attracted me to this movie, apart from the original concept, was the actors, especially with Jesse Eisenberg and Alexander Skarsgård, because I am convinced at this point that Skarsgård has been underrated for years and definitely has an impressive acting range, and he definitely proves that again here. He's bald, he acts a little bit weird, he's a little bit withdrawn, walks with a hunch, and when he's at a restaurant, he kind of acts like a kid because he leans down and drinks from his straw without actually touching the cup. It's these little things, these little ticks that I kept noticing that impressed me with his acting ability. Did he have to do all of that to sell his character? Probably not, but I'm glad that he did. Jesse Eisenberg is mostly just being himself again, as is Selma Hayek, but their roles, as with everybody else's roles in this movie, is independently vital to the direction of the plot, which helps their otherwise standard and forgettable roles stand out above the rest. Honestly, it's this movie's attention to the small things that kept it working so well. Not only was the acting subtly great, but so was the camera work and the editing. There was some honestly impressive work here that you barely noticed because it wasn't a huge focus. I only noticed it because I was looking for it. But guys, some shots had some very good juxtaposition elements that really impressed me, but again, consistently subtle, always blending in to everything else. Overall, this movie may confuse you because it doesn't always effectively communicate what it wants to communicate with the audience, but that just means it's more highbrow than typical. The more you watch it, the more you mostly understand what they're going for. You might not understand all the mechanisms or how the moving parts work, but you understand the big picture, which is the main thing you need to know when you watch the movie anyways. So I'm going to give this a rating of 81 out of 100 possible stars, 81%. For more information on how I scored this, check out my website at daveexamensmovies.com, where I also talk about DNA analysis of the film and what other movies in the year that came out were made similarly. So check that out. As for YouTube, make sure that you hit subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell to be notified when I come out with my next review. And until then, guys, peace out.